It has been said that there is nothing more constant than change. All that exists, the entire cosmos, is in a perpetual state of transformation and evolution. The movement of flowing water teaches us that nothing goes unchanged. The water bends and eddies, pulling and pushing the earth beneath into new shapes, and in so doing, transforms the course of the journey. Dip your toe once into a stream, then once again, and you're experiencing something new, something that was never there before. Our faith calls us to experience this constant change, to become a new creation. The path traveled by the Mayflower community has ebbed and flowed in and out and through many years of change. Though the course of our journey is uncertain, we are guided by our faith as we travel the Jesus path. It all began in 1924. John Peftley Miller, superintendent of Twin City Congregational District, was given the responsibility of addressing neighborhoods that were not adequately served with religious environments. One in particular came to his attention: Nicholson Park and the east section of a newly formed town called Richfield. After canvassing the area, it was determined that a large portion of homes were in favor of a congregational church. Mayflower began as a small chapel lacking, quote, every physical facility, facing Diamond Lake Road. The first full-time pastor was Silas A. Meckel, and he arrived in 1928. In 1936, the church grew and expanded into the mission-style church, which is now the Russian Art Museum. A youth building was built also in 1940. It was a beautiful Spanish-style building constructed in the traditional methods, aesthetically pleasing, though somewhat impractical for Minnesota weather. The church continued to grow with many new families joining, and in 1947 it became the largest congregational church in Minnesota. Eventually it was decided that a new education building would be created across the street. It was an exciting time in post-war America with growth and vitality. Everything was moving forward until it was announced that a new freeway was to be created on the land designated for that new church building. Everything stopped in its tracks for 2 years. Eventually, it was decided to use another property directly to the north, which is our current location. A new education building was built. For a period of time during this transition, Sunday school children were led across Diamond Lake Road to this new building. In time, a chapel was added to become the church in our current location. In May of 1956, Mayflower voted to proceed toward the union of Congregational Christian Churches with the Evangelical and Reformed Church. This was a highly controversial concept, and one that challenged the life and direction of Mayflower. As the church continued to grow, so did the need for more spiritual and functional space. In 1966, a resolution was passed to begin work on a new sanctuary and administration offices. In 1974, a grand celebration was held as the members first entered the new church building and sanctuary. Over the years, Mayflower has dealt with change, often in the form of challenging issues. With faith and fortitude, the members have prayed, talked, and resolved through conflict and a bold sense of mission. 1992. Called by our faith and a desire to become welcoming to a greater expanse of all God's beloved children, the members faced one particular issue directly. Amidst societal conflict and controversy, they voted in overwhelming support to become an open and affirming congregation, one of the first in Minnesota. Throughout every challenge and celebration was our music. Music that has been at the heart of our worship, inspiring us, lifting us, and uniting us in beauty. Acting on our passion for social justice and addressing the growing need for affordable housing, we banded together with nonprofit Beacon to create a beautiful workforce housing residence, Creekside Commons. Answering the call to act boldly and reduce our carbon footprint, 204 solar panels were installed on our roof and over our entrance. We have continued to strive onward towards God's dream of justice and peace, even in hardship and despair. As the years have passed, Mayflower has continued to grow and transform. Many new avenues have emerged, giving us a greater experience of the spiritual and social life we all share together. Throughout our rich history and guided by our beloved clergy, we have come together as a loving congregation to rejoice, work, and play, all the while staying true to our mission and vision. Together in community and strengthened by God's love, with our vision of a world filled with generosity, justice, and peace, we move on from our past into our future. One strong voice of love as we continue our journey of steadfast faith.